That's it. Get to the cafe as soon as... Hey, hold it.
What's the matter?
Convolutions.
Right outside, coming up to the hotel. That doorkeeper for the grinding wheel.
Yes, sir, Mr. Rogers. Yes, sir. That feller?
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, quick, let me in. Don't go outside.
What do you want?
Talk fast.
I don't know if you remember me, Mr. Rogers. I work for Mr. Sales at the cafe. Don't ever tell anybody I came here. Mr. Sales would kill me if he found it out. They got the man who was with you.
Oh, no.
What's that?
He sent some of his gunslicks after the fella. They caught him on the mountain trail, brought him back to the cafe.
That can't be.
We was watching the whole time.
They knew you was. That's why they waited until he got into the mountains. And they circled around and brought him in from the other end of town.
You're lying. You're setting a trap for us.
No.
There's one chance in 1,000 they have got Pete.
Hurry.
All right. We'll go back. But you're going with us. You'll walk through the door of the cafe the same time we do. Come on, let's go.
The life of a human being is more precious than any of the world's riches. For that reason and that reason alone, Roy, Dale, and Jonah go with a fawning man who claims to be double-crossing Andy Sales. They ride up to the cafe this time. Silence greets them. Silence and the almost deserted appearance of the street.
Come on.
I don't like this quiet. It makes me feel like...
There's a couple of hombres in that doorway behind us.
Say, they're posted all around us in every direction.
Don't go for your gun, Rogers.
Oh.
Too late for that.
You sure it's too late, Sales?
Try something and see. You're surrounded. Drop your guns, belts and all, right where you are.
I done my work well, didn't I, Mr. Sales? I tricked him good, real good.
We've got a pretty good idea why the old fellow who was with you left. You sent him to get the law. That means you found out something. But whatever it is, you'll never tell it to the law. You won't be able to talk by the time the law arrives. Now start moving. We want you inside. Right where you are. Don't go any further.
I'll close the door, Mr. Sales. I'll close the door right away.
Before you do that, start the Dutch mill.
Should I hang lanterns on the blades first? The sun's going down.
No.
But the sun's going down. Mr. Bulow might
Do
not
what
see
I
it's
tell
moving.
you and nothing else.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sales. Yes, sir, whatever you say.
So that's how Bulow and his gang get your signals. The old Dutch mill.
Right, Doggy, that's it.
You got smart a little too late, Rogers. We're sending for Bulow. He'll be here and take care of you within the hour. By the time the law arrives, they won't be able to find even a sign that any of you were ever here.
Don't be too sure, Sales. The law moves fast sometimes, and a posse may get here before Bulow drops around. It's Bulow's gang, Dale and Jonah. It's not...
Yes, I know the sheriff would never make it. The old feller like him, locked up joints. Or every time he sits down, they can't get him to standing without using a crowbar.
Do you think we're done for, Roy?
Here they are, Bulow. Take them to hideout and get rid of them. I don't want anything further to do with this.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we met face to face, Bulow.
We won't stop to talk over old times. Get up and start walking toward your horses.
Sure, but from what I've overheard, I understand we have a chance to see your hideout.
And that depends. We may kill you on the way.
That'd be a shame if you did. We've been sort of counting on seeing the hideout.
Within minutes, Roy, Dale, and Jonah are on their horses, riding under guard in the mountain area outside Hard Rock. They travel slowly, for the sun is set. The narrow trail twists and winds around a steep precipice. They enter wild country, completely uninhabited, probably uncharted as well. 4 members of the gang ride ahead to break the trail. Then Roy, then Dale, then Jonah. Finally, the remainder of the gang. Roy wonders if their silence is not a bad sign.
Hey, Jonah, the moon's getting behind the cloud. When it gets all the way behind, I'll drop off the trigger. You follow my example and pass word back to Dale to do the same.
Jonah does as he's told. All 3 know the danger. Once off the horses, the only possible route of escape was a drop over the side of the cliff. Roy glances back at Jonah, slides from the saddle. Jonah follows suit. Then Dale.
Whoa, turn around, Trigger. Go back. Head for home. Rush him off the trail. Head for home, Trigger. Jump and hope we make it, Dale and Jonah.
Roy, Dale, and Jonah wait only to see Trigger charging back to the line of startled outlaws and make the perilous jump. Hooves fly, horses squeal, men shout. As horses and riders plunge over the cliff, Roy, Dale, and Jonah jump.
Dale, Jonah, are you all right?
I made it, Roy.
I think I'm alive, but
They know what we're up to. We've got to get guns.
Guns? How?
The outlaws trigger-proofed off the trail have guns. We'll take them. Well, we've got guns now.
You bet.
what happened to Burlough?
Well, he and the three men who rode ahead of us on the trail must have gone on ahead.
But Burlough was the man we wanted most.
As long as we've got those others tied up down below, we have a good chance of taking Burlough, too. Hey, listen.
That's Bullet.
What a situation.
Here, Bullet. This way, fella. Come on, fella.
The sheriff!
Ah, pooh, the giggling goon got lost again.
Hey, good boy, Bullet. Good boy.
Bullet ran on the trigger and let us back, Roy.
You're just in time, Sheriff. Have part of your posse go over the side of the cliff and get those men down there. Buellow's gone on ahead. We'll put Bullet on his trail and take him.
Partner, nobody's going to have to ride herd on you to eat breakfast. No sirree. Once you try new, improved Post Toasties, the heap good cornflakes, you'll get up and go for 'em, 'cause you're heading for the best thing that's happened to corn since the Indians discovered it. Flakes of sweet kernel flavor, crackling fresh. They won't mush up in milk.
Post Toasties, heap good cornflakes. The best thing that's happened to corn since the Indians discovered it. Heap good cornflakes. Post Toasties, heap good cornflakes.
Say, big Indians, little Indians, everybody's wild about those fresh-tasting Post Toasties. And with sugar and cream, they're heap good nourishment, too. Tomorrow, head straight as an arrow for your favorite grocers and ask for new, improved Post Toasties.
Post Toasties, heap good cornflakes. The best thing that's happened to corn since the Indians discovered it. Heap good cornflakes. Post Toasties, heap good cornflakes.
You better follow the example of your men, Bulow, and come on out while you're still able to walk. Come and get me! Come on!
Hold it, Sheriff. I can see him inside the cabin from here. I'll bring him out.
Want another gun, Roy?
Now, this one's fine.
There goes the polecat's hat.
Spread a board right in front of his nose.
Now, hold your fire! Hold it! Come on!
Well, make it quick! We'll take these four on in, Sheriff. You'd better take your posse and head on over to Hard Rock and clean house there.
Roy, man, I know we can't ever repay you for getting our money back, but we had a little talk and decided you ought to have this as a sort of a memento to show you we do appreciate what you done.
What is it, Pete?
A ring. Friendship ring, sorta. I gave more when we was first engaged. Couldn't afford nothing better. The Lord knows she deserved it. He thought if you can't use it, Roy, maybe Dale could. And you could see it on her finger.
Oh, Pete.
Pete, I'll tell you what. We'll accept this ring with thanks from the bottom of our hearts. And now we're giving it back to you so you can put it on Ma's finger again as a sign of our friendship and love for you, too.
Thank you, Roy.
Where is he? Where is that sniveling, sneaking, obnoxious disreputable? There you are.
Who, me?
Yes, you. What were you doing hiding behind a tree in the schoolyard the other afternoon?
Hiding behind the tree in the school. Well, now let me think.
Don't lie. Don't try to wiggle out of it. I've got proof that would stand up in any court of the land. Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at it.
Take it easy.
32 pictures, and your ugly mug sticking out from around that tree in every last one of them. You ruined the whole roll of film.
Well, now, let's see here. Well, yeah, now here's you and me. Here's Dorothy May and me. Yes, oh, yes, I remember the silly giggle you gave when you was taking this one.
You don't remember
And
any
after
such-
this one, you kind of stroked your hand, sly-like, when you handed the camera back.
I did not.
You did, too, and you're a polecat for doing it.
Take off your clothes.
I'll take it. Dorothy May's mine, and I'm protecting her from such as you.
Take off your clothes, I say. Take off your
I think we ought to get out of here.
So do I.
It's so noisy a person can't hear himself think. Besides, it looks as though these two young boys have a problem they want to settle. That's all for now, folks. This is Roy Rogers saying to all of you, from all of us, goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. See you next week. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then.
The Roy Rogers Show is brought to you by Post Cereals, each week at this same time, with the Whippoorwills, Forrest Lewis, Dale Evans, and the king of the cowboys himself, Roy Rogers. An Art Rush production transcribed, directed by Tom Hargis, script by Ray Wilson, music by Milton Charles. Featured in today's cast were Frank Hemingway, Herb Butterfield, Tim Graham, Earl Lee, and Leo Curley. This is Art Ballinger speaking for
P.O.S.T.
Post Cereals.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails